In this video, we'll be looking at the addition problems that were on our recent quiz, quiz number 2. The first problem, you're simply adding the numerators and keeping the denominator the same. Then, since 12 over 9 is the same thing as a division problem, you just ask how many times will 9 go into 12. It goes in there one time with 3 left over. Then this becomes, when you simplify it, 1 and 1/3. And that's your final answer for that one. Item number 2 was actually a lot more simple than most people made it. This 45 does not need to be regrouped because it's not a subtraction problem. Subtraction is the only one that we need to regroup with. So in this one, you simply add the 45 plus the 9, and the 3/8 has no other fraction to add it to, so it's a very simple problem. On number 12, the first thing we need is a common denominator. So we're going to get that common denominator of 45. Now, if you didn't know that this was 45, the strategy that you could use would be to use cake division, and you could simply say 15 and 9 and use your cake division to find out the least common multiple of those two numbers. 3 goes in there 5 times, 3 goes in there 3 times, and then you're multiplying 3 times 5 times 3, and that's going to give you your 45. Let's go back up here. We multiplied the 15 times 3 to get 45, and so this new numerator is a 39. We multiplied the 13 by 3 as well. We had to multiply the 9 by 5 to get this, so we multiply the numerator also. So 1 times 5 is 5. Now all you have to do is to add up the fractions and add up the whole numbers. The whole numbers are 16. And then when you add up the fractions, the tricky part here is that you get an improper fraction. 16 and 54 over 45, 44 over 45. Oh no, that one actually is already simplified. I was thinking of a different problem. So I'll write that a little bit better. 16 and 44 over 45. Got to watch that adding. Even I made a mistake right there. Okay, on this one, we have to think about two things. A common denominator, which is going to be 16, and you also have to think about this is a negative fraction. What will happen is we'll get our common denominator, and then you use your integer rules to add up the numerators only. So we'll just rewrite this one. We'll change that to 6/16, and we're going to add them together. So our denominator is going to be 16. What we're doing is we're adding together a -7 and 6. A -7 and 6 equals a -1. And there's our answer. Those are the addition problems on quiz number 2.